Your new colleague walks into the office looking tired and lost. She has just moved to the city and she does not know anyone. What do you say in English to help her feel at home? Today, you will learn real English through a warm story about helping a colleague settle into a new city. You will also learn 6 important words: neighborhood, commute, affordable, amenities, local council, and settle in. Our story begins on a Monday morning. The office is quiet. Most people are still making coffee. A young woman named Clara walks through the door. She is carrying a large bag. She looks around slowly, not sure where to go. Her colleague, Tom, is at his desk. He sees Clara and smiles. He stands up and walks over to her. "Hi, you must be Clara. I am Tom. Welcome to the team." Clara smiles back, but she looks a little nervous. "Thank you," Clara says. "I just moved here last week. I do not know the city at all. It is a little overwhelming." The word overwhelming means that something is too big or too much to manage easily. Tom nods kindly. "I remember that feeling. I moved here 5 years ago. I can help you. Do you have a place to live yet?" "Yes," Clara says. "I am renting a small apartment. But I chose the neighborhood quickly, and now I am not sure it is the right one for me." A neighborhood is an area of a city where people live. It has houses, streets, and often shops and parks nearby. Every city has many different neighborhoods, and each one has its own character. "Which neighborhood are you in?" Tom asks. "I am in Westfield," Clara says. Tom thinks for a moment. "Westfield is okay," Tom says slowly. "But it is quite far from the office. How is the commute?" A commute is the journey you make from your home to your workplace, usually every day. Clara sighs. "It is long. I take 2 buses and it takes almost 1 hour each way. I arrive at work already tired." Tom shakes his head gently. "That is hard. A long commute every day is exhausting. But do not worry, there are some better options." If this story is helping you learn English, tap like. It helps other learners find it. Tom opens his laptop. "Let me show you some neighborhoods that are closer to the office," he says. Clara pulls her chair next to his desk. "This is Greendale," Tom says, pointing at the screen. "It is about 20 minutes from the office by subway, and the rents are affordable." Affordable means that the price is not too high. You can pay for it without financial stress. For someone starting a new job in a new city, finding an affordable place to live is very important. "Affordable sounds good," Clara says with interest. "But what is the area like? Is it a nice place to live?" "Yes, I like Greendale a lot," Tom says. "It has good amenities. There's a supermarket, a gym, a library, a park, and several cafes." Amenities are the useful services and facilities in an area. Things like shops, parks, sports centers, and public transport are all amenities. Good amenities make daily life much easier. Clara's eyes light up. "A library? I love libraries. And a park would be wonderful. I like to go for a walk in the morning before work." "Then Greendale is perfect for you," Tom says. "The commute is short, the rents are affordable, and the amenities are excellent." "I live there too, actually." Clara laughs. "You do? That is very helpful. But I also want to ask, is the neighborhood safe? That is important to me." "It is a safe area," Tom says. "And if you ever have concerns about safety or local services, you can contact the local council." The local council is the official government organization that manages services in a specific town or city area. The local council is responsible for things like rubbish collection, road repairs, parks, and public safety. I did not know that, Clara says. In my old city, I never thought about the local council, but it is good to know how things work here. When I first moved here, Tom says, I had a problem with my rubbish not being collected. I contacted the local council online and they fixed it in 3 days. Clara nods. That is good to hear. So the local council is actually useful. Tom smiles. Yes. Do not be afraid to contact them if you need help. At lunchtime, Tom and Clara go to a cafe near the office. They sit by the window. Tom continues to give her advice. So, what else do I need to know? Clara asks, wrapping her hands around her cup of tea. Tell me everything, Tom thinks. First, get a local transport card. It makes the commute much cheaper. You can buy one at any subway station. Second, try the Saturday market on Baker Street. It has fresh vegetables, local bread, and handmade goods. Everything is affordable and very good quality. Clara's eyes widen. Oh, I love markets. I used to go every weekend back home. Her voice becomes a little quiet. She is thinking about her old city. Tom notices. Do you miss your home city? He asks gently. Clara nods. Yes, it is strange. I wanted this job very much. But moving is harder than I thought. That is completely normal, Tom says. It takes time to settle in. But I promise, after a few months, this city will start to feel like home. To settle in means to become comfortable and relaxed in a new place or situation. When you settle in, you stop feeling like a stranger. You start to know the streets, the people, and the routines around you. How long did it take you to settle in? Clara asks Tom. Tom thinks. For me, about 3 months. After that, I felt like I belonged here. Clara smiles. 3 months. Okay, I can do that. Tom raises his cup. To settling in, he says. Clara raises her cup too. To settling in. The following Saturday, Clara walks to the market on Baker Street. The street is busy. There are colorful stalls selling fruit, bread, cheese, and flowers. She buys a loaf of bread and some apples. The prices are affordable, just as Tom said. She feels a small feeling of happiness. She walks through the neighborhood slowly. She looks at the cafes, the little bookshop, and the park at the end of the road. The park has tall trees and a fountain. She sits on a bench in the park. She watches children playing. An older man walks his dog nearby. She breathes in slowly. It is peaceful. She thinks, maybe this neighborhood is not so bad after all. She takes out her phone and sends Tom a message. She writes, You were right about the market, and the park is beautiful. I think I am starting to settle in. Tom replies with a smiling face and the words, I told you so. Over the next few weeks, things get easier for Clara. She finds a shorter bus route for her commute. It takes only 30 minutes now. She also contacts the local council to ask about the recycling schedule in her building. They send her all the information she needs by email. She is impressed. She joins a morning yoga class in the park. The class is free and organized by the local council. She meets new people there. One morning, Tom sees Clara at the coffee machine in the office. She looks different. She looks rested and happy. Her eyes are brighter. Good morning, she says brightly. How are you? Tom smiles. You look well. I think you are settling in. Clara laughs. I am. The neighborhood is great. The commute is short now. The amenities are excellent. And I actually contacted the local council last week, and they were very helpful. And the rent? Tom asks with a smile. Still affordable? Clara nods. Very affordable. Much cheaper than my old city and much closer to work. Tom looks pleased. You did it. You settled in. Clara smiles warmly. I did. And honestly, Tom, thank you. You made a real difference. Tom shakes his head. You did the hard work. I just helped you find your way. That is what colleagues are for. And from that day forward, Clara did not feel like a stranger anymore. She felt like she belonged. She had a neighborhood she loved, a commute she could manage, and a friend at work. Now let us review the 6 key words from today's story. Neighborhood. This is an area of a city where people live. It has streets, houses, and local shops or parks. Commute. This is the journey from your home to your workplace. A long commute can be tiring. A short commute saves time and energy. Affordable. This means not too expensive. You can pay for it comfortably. Amenities. These are the useful services and facilities in an area. Parks, shops, gyms, libraries, and good transport are all amenities. Local council. This is the official government organization that manages services in a local area. And settle in. This means to become comfortable and relaxed in a new place. When you settle in, you stop feeling like a stranger and start to feel at home. Well done for learning with us today. If you enjoyed this story, please like the video, subscribe, and tap the bell for daily English lessons. Leave a comment below using one of today's words. For example, tell us about your neighborhood or your commute, and share this with a friend who is learning English. See you in the next story.